Yeah, super duper short video today. There's only 3 slides in the entire presentation. And of course, the last one just announces that there's going to be homework and a worksheet. Triangle angle bisector theorem. If a ray bisects an angle of a triangle, then it divides the opposite side into segments whose lengths are proportional to the lengths of the other 2 sides. All right. Notice the marks on that angle let me know that it's been bisected, so it's in 2 congruent segments, or 2 angles of equal measurement. All right. If I want to talk about the angle, they're congruent. If I want to talk about the number, then I say they're equal. So if that's the case, AD compares to BD the same way that CA compares to CB. All right, so let's take a look at one example, and then I'll cut you loose. Right, you're probably getting pretty used to setting up proportions and solving them at this point. Diagram indicates that the angle has been bisected. Right, we're not bisecting the side, right? It's the angle that has been bisected. Well, let's set up a proportion. RQ has to be proportional to RS the same way that PQ is in proportion to PS. Right? Those ratios need to be equal to each other to form a proportion. Oh my goodness. I don't have any knowledge about QR. How am I going to put QR, or in this case, I guess RQ is how it's written. How am I going to get RQ into my equation? Right? I see a 7, I see a 13, I see an X, but that 15 does not refer to RQ. That 15 refers to QS. Well, if RS is X and QS is 15, subtract X from each side, RQ has to be 15 minus X. Now I can substitute everything in to my equation. RQ is 15 minus X, RS, X, PQ, 7, PS, 13. Once we get our proportions set up, we do what we've been doing for the past few lessons. We cross multiply. It looks like I use the distributive property. Now, if there's an x squared, I'd try to set it equal to 0 and factor. But I don't see an x squared, I just see x's. So let's isolate the variable then. Add 13x to each side. Divide by 20. 9.75, kind of an unusual answer, but sometimes we get decimals. That's the way the ball bounces. Right, so the length of RS is 9.75. As promised, a very, very, very short video today. We are going to have a worksheet. But once again, the IXLs that are available for the concept, just not real happy with them, so we're just doing the worksheet for this lesson.